Good morning, students. In the last session, we discussed about introduction and classification of amino acids. Now, in this session and in the next session, also, we are discussing about preparation of alpha amino acids. Here we have several methods available for the preparation of natural amino acids. However, these methods may also be used for the preparation of non-natural amino acids or can be adapted for preparing isotopically labeled amino acids. The choice of method for a particular amino acids depends on availability of starting material. So, the choice of method depends on availability of starting material, students. Let us see the various types of preparation methods of alpha amino acids. Now, in this session, we are trying to discuss about 6 preparation methods. Here, the first method is preparation of amino acid from alpha halogenated acid. What is the first method? Elimination of alpha halogenated carboxylic acid. Alpha chloro and beta bromo acids are obtained by halogenation of carboxylic acids. What is the method? Elimination of alpha halogenated acids. So, how can we prepare alpha halogenated acids? Alpha halogenated acids are prepared from carboxylic acid is an halogenation reaction, then we get alpha halo carboxylic acid. The most important method for preparation of alpha halogenated acid is HVZ reaction. Alpha halogenated acid is prepared by the direct halogenation of unsubstituted acid by using Hell-Wohlert-Zelansky reaction. It is simply called as HVZ reaction. In HVZ reaction, carboxylic acids are treated with bromine in red phosphorus. We get alpha halogenated carboxylic acid. So, how can we prepare alpha halogenated carboxylic acid, students? By using bromine in phosphorus, we get alpha halogenated, that means here we have to use bromine, so that we get alpha bromo carboxylic acid. This is the method and this is the chemical reaction. Here we take propanoic acid. Propanoic acid is an bromination in red phosphorus. It gives alpha bromo propanoic acid. So, this is the method to prepare alpha halogenated carboxylic acid. But our aim is preparation of alpha amino carboxylic acid. That means in place of this bromine, we get amino group. So, how can we get amino group in place of bromine, students? By doing elimination reaction. That means alpha halo carboxylic acid is now treated with excess of ammonia, then the bromine is replaced by NH2 group, then we can get alpha amino acid, that means CH3 NH2 COOH, CH3 CHNH2 COOH. So, this is alpha amino acid. So, here what is the preparation method? Elimination of alpha halogenated acids. So, we can done elimination to alpha halogenated acids, then we can get alpha amino acids. The students, by using this method, we mainly prepare glycine, alanine, serine, threonine, valine, leucine and norleucine. So these are the amino acids. By using this method you can produce. So the main drawback of this method, that means elimination of alpha halogenated acid, is we can get side products, that means secondary and tertiary amines. Here the chemical reaction is done in the presence of excess of ammonia. In the presence of excess of ammonia, the main precaution in this method is that large excess of ammonia is required. If insufficient ammonia is used, formation of secondary or tertiary amines is a serious side reactions. Here this is the chemical reaction, students. Here it is the alpha amino acid after the elimination of alpha bromo carboxylic acid. Now again this alpha amino carboxylic acid is reacted with alpha halo carboxylic acid, students. It is reacted with alpha halo carboxylic acid molecule and it is converted into a secondary amine. And again this secondary amine is again reacted with another mole of alpha halo carboxylic acid. Then it is converted into a tertiary amine. It is a serious side reaction if you have to use insufficient ammonia. If you have to use excess of ammonia, then definitely good yields of primary amines, that means alpha amino acids, are obtained by using this method. But it produces a side products also. It produces side products also. It is the mechanism, students. The alpha chloro acid is on treatment with excess of concentrated ammonia. Excess of concentrated ammonia. Here it is the mechanism. Here chlorine is a good leaving group and it is cleaved as a Cl minus and the carbon gets a positive charge. Now ammonia is a nucleophile. The lone pair of electrons is donated to positively charged carbon. Then it produces a single bond between carbon, that means CH2, and nitrogen atom, and it releases hydrogen and it is converted into a NH2. So we can get amino acid molecule. So this is the first preparation method of alpha amino acid. Elimination of alpha halo acids is the first method for the preparation of alpha amino acids. Here what is the main drawback of this method, students? The main drawback in this method is we get side products as secondary amine and tertiary amine if we have to use insufficient ammonia. If we have to use insufficient ammonia, definitely the secondary and tertiary amines also produces. And the second method for the preparation of amino acids is Gabriel-Thalamide synthesis. Gabriel-Thalamide synthesis. The second method is Gabriel-Thalamide synthesis. The first method having some side reactions. Due to that side reactions, the above method is not suitable for the preparation of amino acids. The better yields are obtained by using Gabriel-Thalamide synthesis. In this method, an alpha halogenated acid or acid ester is treated with potassium thalamide. Here the amino group is introduced to the carboxylic acid chain as a thalamide, students. In this reaction, the nitrogen containing system is introduced as a thalamide system. In the previous method, the nitrogen containing system is introduced as a ammonia, so that we get a side reactions. But here the nitrogen containing system is introduced as a thalamide derivative. In this method, an alpha halogenated acid ester is treated with a potassium thalamide to yield a substituted thalamide ester. The latter compound yields the desired amino acid either by drastic hydrolysis or better in 2 steps by the treatment with hydrazine, or in 4-normal alkali, or in acid hydrolysis. You can done drastic hydrolysis or acidic hydrolysis or basic hydrolysis, or you can done hydrolysis reaction with hydrazine. So here it is thalamide, students. This is potassium thalamide and it is alpha halo carboxylic ester, and in the first step the positively charged species on carbon, that means here bromine is a good leaving group and it is cleaved as a Br minus, and the negatively charged species is attacked at a carbon atom, then we can get potassium thialamide ester, that is substituted potassium thialamide ester. Now it is on basic hydrolysis, then we can get a final product alpha amino acid with the loss of phthalic acid along with the phthalic acid. So let us see the mechanism in detail. Here the mechanism is phthalic anhydride is treated with ammonia, then we can get phthalimide. Phthalic anhydride is on treatment with ammonia or urea, then we can get phthalimide. This preparation is done in your first semester practicals, students. How can we prepare phthalimide? Phthalimide is prepared from phthalic anhydride. Phthalic anhydride is treated with ammonia or urea, we can get phthalimide. So now this phthalimide is treated with alpha halocarboxylic ester. In the first step, the Br minus is undergo cleavage as a nucleophile, and then carbon gets positive charge and this carbon gets positive charge. Now the phthalimide nitrogen having negative charge, so that it acts as a nucleophile. Now the nucleophilic center of the nitrogen is attached to the electrophilic center of the carbon, then we can get a substituted phthalimide. Now it is on hydrolysis reaction, that means here the H2O molecule is attacked on carbonyl carbon, this carbonyl carbon. That means we write simply as we have to break this bond, and add hydrogen to the nitrogen side and OH to the carboxylic acid, that means CO side. And as it is, we have to break this bond and add OH to the carbonyl chain and hydrogen to the nitrogen side. Then the nitrogen having two hydrogens and it is converted into a NH2, and here we have carboxylic ester. During hydrolysis reaction, it is also undergo hydrolysis reaction and converted into a carboxylic acid. It is converted into a carboxylic acid, and the phthalimide is the nitrogen comes from phthalimide. And the remaining benzene containing system is removed as phthalic acid. So this is the mechanism of the reaction. What is phthalimide reaction? What is phthalimide synthesis? In this phthalimide synthesis, in Gabriel phthalimide synthesis, phthalimide, that means potassium phthalimide, is reacted with alpha halocarboxylic ester. Then it can produce a substituted phthalimide esters, and which is on hydrolysis, it produces a final product alpha amino acid. And here is the mechanism. And the third method is malonic ester synthesis. Already we know the structure of malonic ester, students. This method is the extension of first method. In this method, we have to prepare alpha halocarboxylic acid and followed by treatment with ammonia. By this method, alpha halogenate acid can be prepared. For example, here we take malonic ester. So malonic ester is on treatment with base. It produces a carbene ion on malonic ester. That means here it is a active methylene compound, because the CH2 group is attached to two strongly electron withdrawing groups, so that the two hydrogens are acts as acidic hydrogens. Then we have to treatment with a strong base. The base abstracts the proton from CH2 group and it is converted into a CH minus, that means a carbene ion. Now it is treated with alkyl halide. The bromine is a good leaving group, so Br is cleaved as a nucleophile and the carbon gets positive charge. The positively charged species is reacted with the negatively charged CH2 group and then produces alkyl malonic ester. That means we have to done alkylation. Now we have to done bromination reaction. You have to done alkylation or not? but melanic ester is also directly reacted with bromine. But for the preparation of alanine, we have to done an alkylation. For example, if we have to prepare glycine, just we have to treat the melanic ester with bromine, then we can get alpha halo ester, then it is on treatment with ammonia, the final product is glycine. So in this melanic ester synthesis and elimination of alpha halogenated acid, both the methods are similar, students, but in this method we take melanic ester, and the first method we consider alpha halogenated acid. In place of alpha halogenated acid, we take melanic ester. The preparation method and the mechanism and the procedure all are similar for first method and this melanic ester synthesis method. So this is the third method for the preparation of amino acid, students. So this method is also having some drawbacks as like first method. So by using this method, we can prepare phenylalanine, proline, leucine, isoleucine and methane. By using this method, we can prepare phenylalanine, proline, leucine, isoleucine and methionine. So this is the third method of preparation of alpha amino acids. And the next method is thalidomidine ester synthesis. Thalidomidine ester synthesis. Let us see the fourth method. The fourth method is thalidomidine ester synthesis, students. Thalidomidine ester synthesis. This method is the combination of second method and third method, students. What is the second method? Gabriel Thalomide synthesis. What is the third method? Melanic ester synthesis. In this method, we have to take both the reactants. That means in Gabriel Thalomide synthesis, we take potassium thalamide, and in the melanic ester synthesis, we take melanic ester. Now in this method, we have to consider both the reactant molecules. That means potassium thalamide along with that means potassium thalamide is reacted with melanic ester, alpha halo melanic ester. So in this method, thalidomidine ester prepared from the potassium thalamide and monobromo melanic ester. Here it is Gabriel thalamide, sorry, it is potassium thalamide and it is alpha halo melanic ester. Now reaction with both the compounds, the Br minus is undergo cleavage and the negatively charged species on nitrogen is interacted with the positively charged species on carbon, and it produces a thalidomidine ester. This is the thalidomidine ester derivative. Now this thalidomidine ester derivative is on direct hydrolysis or is on treatment with further alkylation. We can produce different types of alpha amino acids. Now here my aim is preparation of phenylalanine. Because of that, here this thalidomidine ester synthesis is reacted with now I treated with benzyl chloride. For example, if our aim is glycine preparation, then we can done direct hydrolysis for this thalidomidine ester synthesis. I hope you understand, students. For example, our aim is the preparation of glycine, then I can done direct hydrolysis for this thalidomidine ester. But our aim is the preparation of phenylalanine, so that now it is treated with base. So the base abstracts the proton from this carbon atom, and the carbon gets negatively charged, and now it is reacted with benzyl chloride, so that here the chlorine is a leaving group and the carbon gets positive charge, and the positive charged carbon is reacted with negatively charged carbon CH. Then it produces a substituted benzyl substituted thalidomide derivative. Now it is on hydrolysis, we can get phenylalanine. So this is the preparation method for phenylalanine, students, along with thalic acid as a side product. So in this method, potassium thalamide is reacted with melanic ester, students. Then we can get different alpha amino acids. So based on the preparation of amino acid, based on our compound, we have to treat it with different alkyl halides. Now see here, this is the complete mechanism for the proline. So here I would like to prepare proline. So now in place of alkyl halide, in place of benzyl halide, I treated with 1,3 dibromopropane. So that I get proline. So that I get a proline. And the preparation for the preparation of cysteine. For the preparation of cysteine, we have to take sulfur containing system. That means benzyl methyl chlorothiazide. This is benzylic group. This is benzylic group, and this is chloromethyl group. And it is those two compounds are attached to sulfur containing system. Benzyl and chloromethyl compounds. Benzyl and chloromethyl compounds. So that it is, what is the name of this compound? Benzyl chloromethyl thioether. So for the preparation of cysteine, we have to react it with benzyl chloromethyl thioether. Then we can get the cysteine. First we get cysteine, and this is on further oxidation reaction. We get cysteine. This is the fourth method for the preparation of alpha amino acid, students. And the fifth method is acyl imidomalonic ester synthesis. It is the extension of previous method. That means in what is the previous method? Thalidomide ester synthesis. Here the thalamide group is replaced by acyl imido group. Here in this method the thalidomide derivative is replaced by acyl imido derivative. It is an extension of the previous method in which the thalidomide derivative is replaced by acyl or aryl imido derivative, which can be prepared from the melanic ester. How can we prepare acyl imido derivative from melanic ester? Here is the mechanism. Now in this first step, here the reactant is melanic ester. Dear students, here the reactant is melanic ester. Melanic ester is reacted with nitrous acid, HNO2. So HNO2 is HON double bonded O. So that the single bond is migrated towards oxygen. That means oxygen gets negative charge and nitrogen gets positive charge. Now the negatively charged OH group abstracts the proton from CH2 group and it is converted into a carbon ion. Now the positively charged species is reacted with carbon and it forms CHN double bonded O, and it is undergo further tautomerization and it is produced as a oxime derivative. Here it is the oxime derivative, students. It is the oxime derivative, students. Now it is on reduction reaction with H2 ranitidine, then it is converted into a imine derivative. That means H2 in ranitidine hydrogenation, catalytic hydrogenation, then the double bond between carbon and nitrogen is converted into a single bond and the bond between nitrogen and hydrogen will be reduced, and due to that the two hydrogens are added to nitrogen atom and we can get alpha amino carboxylic ester. That means alpha amino melanic ester. So what is our aim? Preparation of acyl imido. That means we have to done arylation or acylation on this alpha amino derivative. Here we done acetylation for this alpha amino compound. Here we can done acetylation. Here the reactant is CH3 C double bonded O Cl. So that Cl minus is cleaved as a nucleophile and the carbon gets positive charge. Now the lone pair of electrons on nitrogen is undergo reaction with carbonyl functional group and it produces acyl imido derivative. So this is the acyl imido derivative. Now this acyl imido derivative is on treatment with different types of alkyl halides, then we can produce different types of alpha amino acids. Now these acyl imido derivatives are treated with different alkyl halides, then we can get different types of alpha amino acids. Here our aim is the preparation of aspartic acid. That is why I have to prepare with alpha haloestic ester, ethyl alpha bromo ethyl acetate. Then we can get aspartic acid as a final product. Aspartic acid as a final product. So this is the fifth method for the preparation of alpha amino acid, students. So by using this method we can prepare different amino acids. By using this method we can prepare serine, leucine, valine, methionine, lysine, glutamic acid and adenine having been synthesized. And the next method is modified thalidomide ester synthesis, students. The next method is modified thalidomide ester synthesis. So in this method the potassium thalamide is reacted with Action of potassium salt of thialamide on bromomelanic ester forms thialamidomelanic ester, which provides required to carbon nitrogen bond moiety for the amino acid, subsequently converted into a corresponding carbon ion by treating with sodium ethoxide, or by done hydrolysis followed by treatment with hydrazine. You can done two types of manners here. In the first step, the alpha halocarboxylic ester is reacted with potassium thialamide, and it produces a substituted thialamide derivative. Now this substituted derivative is reacted with base and it generates a carbon ion, and this carbon ion is again reacted with alkyl halide, and the alkyl halide derivative produces a substituted thialamide derivative, and which is on hydrolysis, so we can get alpha amino acids. Now we have to treatment with hydrazine, so finally we get phenylalanine. So this is also same method as thialamidomelanic ester, but in place of strong base, here we have to use hydrazine. In place of strong base, we have to use hydrazine derivative. So these are the 6 preparation methods for the alpha amino acid, students. In the next session, we are going to discuss about another 6 methods for the preparation of alpha amino acids. Thank you, students.